What's going on, Aquarius? Didn't I just see you? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having the most amazing birthday season so far. I mean, we just started, but it's fine. You can still get pumped. But for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Aquarius, especially during your birthday season. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. As Aquarius, so I had a recent download here, and I decided to change the title of this weekly general energy weekly spread. I'm changing it to your weekly download. But also, Aquarius, before we get into all of that, yes, happy Aquarius season. We're officially in it. Hopefully you enjoyed your solar return video. And depending when this is coming out, I want to say Pluto would have just moved into your sign. So now it's game on. now we're moving into this Pluto and Aquarius energy. Things are going to start really taking off there. I hope you're ready to feel transformative there, Aquarius. It's going to be a fantastic time. Time geared towards the future and for its innovation and all that fantastic stuff. But with this what am I calling this? Weekly download. The title's still settling in. Whenever you happen to come across this video comes across you, Aquarius, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what in which I'm about to fix that. Take what resonates with you, stay tuned. Leave the rest with me, and never force reading on the situation, okay? So with all that being said there, Aquarius, let's jump into it. You like the extra dramatics. You're going to get a lot of extra. See, that's what happens when it's your birthday season. It's a thing. Oh, hold on. Your space has been cleansed. Told you we're going in. Justin. Crystals and Justin. Feeling lovely. There's big energy all around here, Aquarius. This is going to be a great one. I feel it. But I am going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, Aquarius, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Aquarius. Definitely check them out. They're very, very intuitive group, very supportive group. I definitely go show them some love. Also, there's a link for a couple of astrologers that I like watching, and there is some links for some apps and things that I like working with Aquarius, and I'm about to start. Now, I've actually just kind of freed up a little bit of time here, so now I have a little more time to kind of focus on this there, Aquarius. So, yeah, definitely stay tuned for these updates here. That description box is just a treasure trove, but let's go ahead and get into this first energy here. Oh, and look at you kicking it in the Oasis, because you have the Oasis of Dreams card here, Aquarius. And this is a card of nurture your aspirations. Like an oasis, they provide relief and motivation in life's arid stretches. And absolutely, I feel sometimes that we can be so geared towards just like the grind and the hustle all the time that we don't make enough time for our aspirations. We say we always may tell ourselves that we have work, or that we have this, or we have that, or we have the other thing. And I feel that when you deprive yourself of those aspirations that are calling for you, it can lead to it can lead to where things can feel just unsatisfying, and there's this lack of fulfillment, and things can feel a little arid, where it feels it's just like I'm getting even this energy of just like kind of the same old day, different stuff there, Aquarius. And This could be whether you've been wanting to take more time for painting, or maybe you've been wanting to, maybe you like building stuff, maybe you're building computers, or maybe you want to build drones. I mean, we are getting into your energy, so I mean, we can get scientific there. Maybe you want to make more time for science, doing some cool experiments, and go through some cool experiences there. But I do feel when we carve out time, because here's the thing, Aquarius, I feel sometimes if we really just take a moment and analyze our day, really think about our routines and where we're putting our energies, I feel we can always find a little pocket of something to nurture these aspirations. Get involved with these hobbies in a sense, and who knows, maybe this something can spark from that. You can turn it into like a side stream there, like a side hustle. Maybe get a little extra resources coming in. Maybe you can turn it to your main hustle. Then look at that, you're living your aspirations there. So maybe you want to make more time for music, or maybe you want to make time for travel, or you make time for maybe even just kind of focusing on the body there. Maybe we wanted to make sure to hydrate more, whatever that's looking like, Aquarius. But I do feel that this is a time to, especially during your birthday season, treat yourself and then get into the habit of that. Not just during your birthday season, but beyond. Make this a part of your routine. Let that be a focus during this. Let that idea kind of settle in there, Aquarius. And because the one thing too, I feel like with fixed energy, the nice thing about it is, sometimes it can be a little tough getting started with fixed energy. But when you do get it started, that you have that stamina, that staying power to keep it going there. I have a bunch of Leo in my chart, and when I get it focused, man, I put this in. I mean, you should see some of the ways that I'll figure out how to get this channel going. But let's get some tarot on this, Aquarius, and get some details. And the nice thing about doing these aspirations too there, Aquarius, is that sometimes that stuff can get you inspired, can inspire like new things for your day, in your day-to-day. Let's say if you have like some issues or some like problems at, let's say, your job, and you've been having trouble finding solutions. You might be in the middle of building, who knows, maybe building a chair or something, and then something like just an idea pops to you. You're like, oh my goodness, I could do it this way. It just kind of helps the mind work in a different type of way there. I always forget which one is the one as far as like left brain, right brain. But if when we incorporate the other side of the brain that we don't use, then that helps them just sync up together in a different way, and you're just operating in a more effective way there, Aquarius, and just coming at things with a refreshed perspective. So, but let me get the rest of your tarot cards, y'all. Alrighty. Thank you, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on here. Alrighty. So you have the King of Cups, and the Seven of Swords in reverse, and then you have the Two of Cups, the Six of Coins, and then the Nine of Swords upright here. And I feel with this Nine of Swords, this can be a card of, what I'm getting for this is like the anxiety from this card there. The fear, and the Nine of Swords can be this card of fear too. It can be kind of an intense card. And I feel that some things, when we're feeling, I feel like this energy of deprivation, when the King of Cups is in reverse, I feel like this energy is what happens when we're not feeding those aspirations, when we're not Two of Cups, doing the things that bring you relief there. Maybe this is getting out in the garden, or maybe this is making time for hiking, or maybe even just making some time for reading. But whatever this thing is, I do feel with the Seven of Swords here, if we keep telling ourselves that we don't have the time for this thing, or whatever the reason is that we put stuff off, then that will continue to be so, because our thoughts become things. And the Seven of Swords, this is the moon in Aquarius, and I'm just mentioning that because that's just one of your cards there. But I also feel too, even just thinking with the moon in Aquarius, that's a very friendly placement. But also, I feel like that is a very, again, your energy is very innovative. And the Seven of Swords is can be finding an alternative way to incorporate some of these things there. The Six of Coins is like, when you give this energy, or when you give yourself more of this nurturing energy, do some more of these things that fulfill you, it just like it energizes you, where you put into yourself and then you get that stuff back there and it translates well. And I feel like this can help maybe even like I feel like even kind of reduce some of the anxieties and the fears, or maybe, and even again, like find some solutions to maybe some of this stuff there. Maybe we're worried about, who knows, like say for example, like maybe bills or something, and then we happen to be nurturing our things. Maybe we've been doing some woodworking possibly, and you're just like, maybe I wonder what people be interested in buying this possibly. And then again, now you've opened up a different stream of income, or whatever this is. But I feel like this Nine of Swords is this kind of, I feel like the energies are wanting you to kind of assuage that sort of mental stress, or if there's anything that has been kind of on your mind there, because you have a very active mind, being an air sign, or just having those Aquarius placements. Air's always thinking. Unless I got a Gemini moon, I'm always thinking. But yeah, but I feel like just overall here, I feel like, when you put in this time there, Aquarius, because the Two of Cups, this is Venus and Cancer, and that's very nurturing energy. You get into that energy, I feel like this helps, again, get your emotional state in line there too. Just kind of gets everything back in balance. I feel like we're maybe, like, it's like I was talking about that left brain, right brain, wherever the hell the King of Cups is on in that spectrum. I feel we may have been focusing on the King of Swords a lot, and now we just need to bring in a little more cups there. Doing the things that just kind of help you feel good and help you get into balance. So the energies are feeling a little parched there, Aquarius. Look at this girl getting this from. Let's refresh some of that energy there. So I'm with it. Let's get another oracle on the mix. Thank you, Spirits. All right, Aquarius. Oh, look at you getting all this water that you're getting there, Aquarius. I feel like too. just a little random thing. Make sure that we're hydrating. But you have the Wellspring of Hope card here. And this is a card of hope is an endless reservoir within you. Even in drought, it provides sustenance. And just thinking about this energy, Aquarius, the star card, your card in the major arcana, is a card of hope. And I feel like whatever this Nine of Swords is, because that is kind of like really standing out here in this mix. And I feel wherever we may feel our hope waning in a sense, maybe this is something where we feel like maybe this is an aspiration for some, that maybe we want to turn into something bigger, but maybe there's this fear that we won't be able to accomplish this thing, or because the King of Cups, he's giving me this energy of just like not feeling this sense of fulfillment. I feel like it's like we may think that something is feeding us in a sense, but I don't know, like it's, yeah, I feel like whatever it is that where we feel where you may notice that your hope is waning. I feel like it's kind of sitting with that, and why do we feel that there isn't any type of hope there? And that may be uncomfortable. I feel that with the King of Cups being here, like, cause sometimes kind of sitting in those emotions, because there's one thing I feel like to kind of think about them, but it's a whole other thing when you really kind of feel how these energies respond. I feel like in the body, and even how they can kind of affect the soul there, Aquarius. Like, kind of some deep depth stuff here that's coming through with this energy. But I do feel that hope is something that does keep us going. And I feel like, sometimes maybe people can see hope as something that's like wishful thinking, or, why even bother? But I feel like the alternative is just staying in this Nine of Swords, and how fun is that? You know, like the 8, 9, and 10 of Swords are Gemini's cards, and they're all really intense, or at least that's one perspective that we can look at. But Gemini is an energy of duality, and I feel like it is where you have that fear in things. The opposite of that would be in hope, and it's just like, how can we find the hope in these kind of dark times here? What are some things that we can do to kind of nurture that a little bit? And that could even be doing some of these aspirations that are allowing yourself to remove yourself from the stress, to allow your mind that kind of ease, so that you can receive these sort of like inspirations that can restore that hope in a sense. And I feel too, though, it's something that we want to be mindful of. Like, I'm not saying we're getting into this like escapist type of energy, but I do feel like, this could be something like doing some poetry or just doing some stuff, and then just kind of sit with the stuff at Aquarius. But let me get some tarot on this and get some details. Because hope is a very powerful thing, and I feel like it's one not to sleep on there, Aquarius, especially considering that the star card is a big card of that. You bring hope, because you're looking towards the future. That there's not a problem I feel like Aquarius can't solve when they really put their minds to it. So Alright, Aquarius. I'm going to talk about that one more. Because I was said, thank you, spirits. So, absolutely. So you have the, interesting. You have the Four of Swords and the Ace of Cups up right here. And then you have the the Five of Swords and the Three of Coins in reverse. Let's talk about this Ace of Cups, because during your pre-shuffle, Aquarius, I have a whole little thing that I do in this card. Sometimes, every now and again, a card will reveal themselves, and if it happens to pop up, I'll mention it. But if not, I just tend to kind of leave that energy. I don't want that to influence the reading. But with this Ace of Cups here, like it was saying, you are an endless reservoir of hope. And I feel that there's this energy of needing to kind of tend to this energy, especially we've been feeling this lack of hope in a sense. Because I feel like with the Five of Swords, this could be maybe we're paying attention to, because your sign is a very humanitarianistic sign as well. And maybe for some, we may be paying attention to, or really kind of following very closely, maybe the things that are going on around the world. And we're kind of losing the sense of why even bother doing anything? Everything is just sort of in this negative vibration. We'll never get out of this. How could we can't seem to work together. And I feel that, again, if we were to just kind of stay in that vibration, I'm not saying these problems aren't tough to process and to deal with, but I do feel like if we just choose to just kind of just give up in a sense, I feel like it's, what is that? How is that filling up your cup? And how does that even help, I feel like, restoring others, people as well? Because I feel Aquarius energy is one that does connect us all in a sense. It pushes us towards this freedom. And I feel like there's something to kind of meditate on with this Four of Swords as to, because maybe for some even we feel like we want this change, but there's a lot to take on by ourselves there, Aquarius. And I feel like that there is, maybe this could be like joining a cause possibly, finding ways that we can maybe even get into maybe this is getting into some kind of volunteer work there, kind of being an energy where you kind of can see how there is goodness in this world as well, that there's not just all these things that are just taken away from us, or this dissonance in the thing. And listen, keeping that sense of hope even in the times of adversity. There's three of coins. It is a lot of work, but it is something that I feel like definitely gets easier with practice. And this could be, when you find yourself, I find with these, like, because the Nine of Swords can be this kind of like cruel card as well. And I feel that it's like when you find yourself in that space, taking a moment and kind of like giving the mind a rest and like allowing yourself to think like, okay, with this going on, what are some things that I am grateful for? What are some things that I can be hopeful for? And I mean, not necessarily that you can be hopeful for, but I feel like getting into this energy of gratitude can really kind of help shift the vibration in a sense. It can really help. And I feel like too, even being mindful with the Five of Swords about the energies that we are kind of taking in from the things that we're consuming, as far as like what we're watching, or what we may be reading, or what we may be listening to, however that may be looking. And just doing more things that kind of can nurture to the soul. Again, looking for the beauty, because it's easy to find all of the negative stuff, and I feel like it can be just as easy to find the positive, but we just need to shift this dynamic a little bit. Maybe even surround ourselves, even if we notice like the people around us that are kind of doing things that are lowering the vibration, getting you in this sort of thing. Maybe even like setting up some boundaries with that, possibly, not allowing to, kind of like feed into that negativity as well. Be the one that kind of breaks this loop there, where it's like, yes, there are these challenges, but it's just like, what can we do about this stuff? What are some small things that we can maybe do that could potentially turn into larger things? I'm not necessarily saying that you need to champion this cause or anything like that, of course, keep that in mind, but just keeping that, trying to keep the high vibrations out there, kind of trying to keep this balance in a sense, I feel like can help restore hope in yourself and in others there, Aquarius. So very deep stuff there. I'm with that. Okay. We're really getting into your energies, and that's where I feel like this Pluto energy is going to be about too. This is going to be one where we all are going to need to really kind of band together and to help get our power back, where we've made, pay attention to where we may have given up some of our authority in this Capricorn energy, and you come through there and take the things that do work from Capricorn and take the positive stuff, and then see where some things are tricky or things have gotten out of whack there, and help bam smash that stuff down, and then recreate it in a sense. So hopefully that makes sense, Aquarius. But let's get your last card here. Oh, all right. Efficient. Love it. Thank you, spirits. All right, Aquarius. Last little bit, you have the Lunar Embrace card here. And this is a card of like the moon's phases, life has its cycles. Embrace every phase, for each brings its own magic. And absolutely, there are going to be some times, take it from a Cancerian, by sun signs and Cancer. We're ruled by the moon. And Cancer knows that life waxes and wanes. Our emotions wax and wane all the time. There are times when we do feel this low energy. We're all affected by the moon Aquarius, but there are some times where things are increasing, when things are great, when we get to that fullness, that celebration. And then there are some times where things start to wane, where we need to observe where stuff needs to let go, and where we need to make space in order to get ready for the next lunar cycle that comes through there. But I feel like it's like during those waning times, when it feels like that we have to surrender a lot, or maybe we're giving up this energy, or whatever that's looking like, where it seems like the energy's on a decrease. It's just like, how do we sustain ourselves, Ace of Cups, through this energy? Is this through maybe taking a moment each day, or writing out a gratitude, or waking up first thing? That's something that I like to do, Aquarius. Like first thing before I really get out of bed, I just thank the universe for all the abundance that I've received, all the abundance I'm going to keep, that I will be receiving throughout this day, and just starting off the day just blessed, and it really does set the tone, even when things are tough. I have eyes on it. You know, and then there are times when I even can give into that sort of that vibration in a sense, but at least there's this awareness. So it's just like, okay, well, all right, I'm dipping in it. Let me pull back a little bit. Maybe I need to be a little more reserved today. You know, but it's like you find different ways of dealing with that type of energy through this fluctuation that I feel that happens, and the moon is a reminder that even in the darkness, she'll always light up again, you know, and there will always be this energy that comes back. But that's very nice, Aquarius. I like that. Let's get your last tarot cards on here. Hmm. Huh. How fascinating. I was feeling the moon coming through. How interesting. Hmm. All right, Aquarius. Hmm. Experience. All right, so who and my girl was good. So you have the. I'll give you one guess. You have the Empress, the Moon card, the Sun card, and the Nine of Wands here, Aquarius, in reverse. And then you have the Two of Wands upright. And let's switch back over. See, the Empress and the Sun always especially the Empress, always lights up my day. Let's talk about the Empress. Because I feel with this, you know, when we stay in that lack of hope there, Aquarius, or you know, when we're not nurturing our aspirations and things, then we can have a hard time seeing the abundance and the things that are around us that this universe does have to offer there. And I feel that, and I like that the moon and the sun came through here, because you know the sun, all the moon does is reflect the sun's light, and she helps us because we can't look at the sun, so she helps us process this solar energy where the sun's always kind of shining bright. She helps us kind of process this energy on a subconscious, like up to like a level, and really kind of see through these fears, these anxieties, these hopes in a sense. And because I feel with the sun card here, it's like the hope is there with the sun. You know, just sometimes we have to look for it. And especially when we're in this energies of burnout. And I feel like it is remembering too with the sun, you know, when the sun, when he sets, he always rises again. Just like the moon, where she'll go dark, she'll eventually get light again. And so I feel like I like all this kind of cyclical energy that is coming through there, Aquarius. And I feel that it is when you find yourself sort of like stuck at this crossroads, I feel with the Two of Wands being there, just giving hope a chance, giving it a try, you know, getting into the practice of getting in that high vibration. I feel like watch how your energies return. And again, it's not to say that you won't be feeling this down sometimes, but it just makes it a lot easier to process this stuff through these phases there, Aquarius. So and I feel too the Empress is just making sure too as well to get into this self care type of energy, because I like that when you got the Two of Cups, the Empress, the Ace of Cups, that is a lot of just like really kind of soothing, kind of nurturing energy there. So and I feel the moon is also, you know, not being afraid. We may not know where these energies are going, but it is that bravery to step into the unknown in order to find that sunlight again. So, but I think I'm gonna leave that there, Aquarius. Just a little something to just to ponder there. But if you like that, Aquarius, or if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. Oh, hold on. Let's see if it's gonna do the thing. There it goes. And share this, Aquarius. because I feel that this is a very hopeful time for you, because again your energy does remind us that there is hope for the future, that there is, yours is a card of like the star card is a card of wishes too, and it's just like, what do you wish to change? And it's just like, then it's like thinking, what steps can we take with that two of wands in order to get to that change there, Aquarius? No matter how big or how small this change is that you want world peace, let's figure something out there, Aquarius. I'm with it, I'll join you. But also, Aquarius, subscribe there, you son. Hit that bell button, get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, if you got any Cancer in your placement, sun, moon, rising, come on over to the Cherry Den, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. Absolutely discuss lunar shenanigans and lunar embraces, whatever. But I do tarot card spreads based off where the moon's at, as far as like what sign she's in, what phase she's in, and it's a great old time, Aquarius. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here. Absolutely. So I can get you out of here, Aquarius. And you got the Three of Swords in reverse. And I like this, Aquarius, because this is healing. This is taking, processing whatever energies when we may feel, when we get in that kind of somber state. How do we heal? When we find ourselves in that kind of depressive, melancholic type of energy, what are some things that we can get to do to kind of nurture the soul? Maybe this is picking up this hobby, or maybe this is getting out there and maybe volunteering, or, if we can't find the hope, then being the hope so that we can, if that makes sense. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Aquarius. Yeah, but if we can't find the hope, go be the hope, and then help others, like, remind you of what that looks like. Seeing how, and there's just something about this energy of service, possibly for some, that can be of healing. Maybe doing some volunteering, doing like a cleanup around the neighborhood, or whatever that may be looking like, Aquarius. But just a little something to think about. But let me get your other oracle card here, so I can get you out of here. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Okay, spirits. Alright, Aquarius. So you got the smell card here. You know what I smell, Aquarius? Hope. But I do feel that I know crack myself up, huh? But with this smell card here, I do feel that this energy is just like inviting, and this could be, maybe lighting an incense, possibly something to kind of freshen up the energy, especially if we've been maybe, I'm just getting this sort of like, if we've been kind of in this wallowing energy in a sense, maybe things haven't been feeling as well. Maybe like working with incense, or maybe like essential oils or something. Maybe even like taking like an Epsom bath, maybe putting some fresh herbs in there, something I feel like to just kind of cleanse the air in a sense, to kind of cleanse the energies, and see how that can affect you in a sense. And even like the Ace of Cups, usually there are these 5 streams that are flowing out of this cups, and then there's this dove that's diving down, that's your 6th sense. And just doing things that are more pleasant for the senses, making sure that we're maybe hydrating more, or again, listening to different things, and doing, even like with how we cook, being intentional with that, because that makes a big difference, when we're cooking in this place of sadness and things, that energy can get transferred into that. And it's maybe trying this again, more from a place of gratitude, and putting that, and then now you're nourishing yourself with this grateful energy there. And even I feel like we're just like drinking with intention more, just like the big old cup of hope here, Aquarius. I'm with it, and I know how that may sound, but we're not talking about sound, we're talking about smell. So there's that one. I know, but yeah, just I feel like giving this energy a try. You know, just like kind of maybe doing something that can kind of help bring you back to presence when you find yourself kind of stuck, maybe in those in like a loop or something, or kind of stuck in a spiral there. Something to break that and kind of recalibrate these energies in a sense. So I think I'm gonna leave that there, Aquarius. A little heavy energy to start off your birthday season, but I like that it's all uphill from here because we're hopeful because things can change and things can get better there, Aquarius. I'm with it, and remember too, just because these cards are in reverse, that doesn't mean that the sun isn't there. You know, we just gotta look for it a little bit. So I like that, but you stay safe out there, Aquarius. Follow your dreams. Do some stuff that where if you've been feeling emotionally, spiritually dehydrated, drink from that well. Do some things that can rehydrate that energies and raise your vibration through the roof to Venus, to the sun, to the moon, even just all over the place there, Aquarius. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.